We're plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy Pedro Neto is a real footballing thoroughbred, Peter, and I'm a huge fan of his direct style. There's a genuine intensity and aggression in everything he does, but that doesn't seem to diminish his creative output at all. He goes for it every time.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Cucurella, he's got away.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal.
Time to deliver. In again. And he's there to clear it. Portugal have reclaimed it.
Nuno Mendes.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Moved on forwards. Chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Llorente.
Yamal. Fermin.
Rodri. Played towards the other side.
And it's Baina. Fermin. Now it's Baina.
And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. He's well positioned. There's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
João Cancelo.
Vitinha. Vitinha shifted upfield.
Pedri. Cucurella. Baina. Howson. Yamal. Kubasi. Yamal.
Llorente.
Yamal.
Rodri.
Fermin. Baina. Pedri. Fermin.
Oh, what a ball! Oyarzabal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oyarzabal really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensational.
Gonzalo Inacio.
Pedro Neto. Vitinha. Pedro Neto looks to the other side, and it's Cancelo. Oh, a delicate chip through. And that has been cleared. Howson. Pedri. Bina. Fermi. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. Inacio, and he goes cross-field. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Fermi. Pedri. Bina. Cucurella. Howson. Bina. Cucurella. Fermi. And it's Bina. Cucurella. Pedri. Over to the left. Bina. Lovely bit of skill. Pedri. Played out to the right. And it's hoisted clear. Llorente. Pedri. Bina. Showing good feet. That's a good ball. Oh yeah, chance to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Vitinha, and they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
Portugal, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Gonzalo Inacio.
Aim forwards. Vitinha, gently done. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto stood his ground strongly. He's found a way through. And he shoots! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Cucurella. Pedri.
Spain suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Look, they've simply been punished for a sleepy start. Time for that wake-up call.
Yamal.
Spain already trailing and we've barely begun. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get onto this? Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's onside. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo made a good run there.
Pedri. Bina. Fermi.
Rodri.
Yamal. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Vitinha. Played down the flank. And it's Cancelo. Ah, such a clever touch. João Cancelo. Now here's the delivery. João Neves. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Yamal. Fermin. Yamal. And he cuts out the supply. Vitinha. And it's played forward. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Out to the right. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Al-Kubasi clears it away. Aimed in towards the centre. Al-Kubasi with the clearance. João Neves. Gone behind for a goal kick. Al-Kubasi forwards and with intent. Cucurella. Here's Oyarzabal. João Cancelo gets over and intercepts. Gonçalo Inácio. Played towards the front line. Incoming delivery. Oh, smashing header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Ah, this was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Baina. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal spread out to the left. Fermin. Out to the left it goes. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. Moved on forwards. And that is out of play. Bruno Mendes. Vitinha. Takes a shot. Plenty on that.
Bruno Fernandes clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Al-Kubasi, gently done. It's been slipped through. Cleared without complication. Llorente. Yamal. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a good foot in there. Pedri with a definite foul there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
And it's played forward. Baina is onto it in a flash. Howson gets it clear. They've played it short. Nuno Mendes. There are a few waiting for it. And it's hoisted clear. Baina. Cucurella. Done delicately. And that has been cleared. And they've got a throw. And it's Cucurella. Lopez. Played into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety.
Spain clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence the decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Llorente. Spain do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Yamal. Yamal played over towards the opposite flank. And here's Baina. Fermin. Vitinha. Mendes forwards with intent. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. And he's heaved it away. Araujo have it back and can go again. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great chance! Decent chance! Oh! Fantastic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up now, and they are cruising. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Fermin. Rodri. Yamal. Llorente. Yamal. Rodri. Yamal. Rodri. Pedri. Baina. Llorente, here comes the cross. Inacio attempts a clearance. And it's Cucurella. That's very neat. Might be danger here. Llorente. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Gonzalo Inacio. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Inacio shifted upfield. Kubasi. And that has put paid to that. Nuno Mendes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Baina, and it's Cucurella. Thinks one through. And the ball is out of play. Araujo aimed forwards. Moved on forwards. Pedro Neto laid out to the left flank. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Lovely feet. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. Pedro Neto. All driven towards the far post. Howson tries to clear. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's really well cleared. Ball is over the line. Gonzalo Inacio. And here's Neto. That's good play. Mendes has it in a wide position. And the pass is intercepted. Llorente. Pau Kubasi chooses to go cross-field. Cucurella. Howson. Rodri. Pedro Neto. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Kubasi. Rodri, and it's played forward. It's gone out for a throw-in. And that's been won straight back. And here's Neto. And it's Mendes. That's tidy. And that has been cleared. Cucurella. Rodri. Spain can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Spain are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. That has found him in acres of space. A heavy challenge. Defending of the desperate variety. Vitinha forwards and with intent. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. He's shifting through the gears here. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Vitinha with the short one, and it's Cancelo. Now, where's he looking? And here's Vitinha. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. And it's been taken short. In by Cancelo. And that has been cleared. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. João Neves, played towards the other side. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Fermin, spread out to the left. And he's on a charge. Oh, that's neat. Baina, and he whips it in. Inacio attempts a clearance. Cucurella. Fermin. Bruno Fernandes. João Neves. João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Out to the left it goes. It's a throw-in. Pedro Neto. Pedro, and a chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. That is simply top draw, beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
Cristiano Ronaldo really has pulled off a difficult skill which needed expert timing. That was expert timing.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Rodri. Over to the left. Well timed, excellent interception. Araujo. Out to the left it goes. And it's Mendes. And here's Neto. Mendes flings it across. And it's hoisted clear. Yamal. Fermin. Pedri. Fermin.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Araujo. Bernardo Silva. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Fermin. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And here's Oyarzabal. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That has been cut short. Pedri. Cucurella. Kubasi. Fermin. Cucurella. Pedri. Rodri. Yamal. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal played out towards the right wing. Llorente with the cross. Cleared away. That's a throw. That is lovely. Hit into the middle. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. And we're off again. Spain didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva. Cucurella. Fermin. Kubasi. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, can he get onto this? Llorente. Pedri. Baina. Cucurella. And it's Lopez. And here's Oyarzabal. And here's Yamal. Oh, just Yamal! Outstanding save to keep that out.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Baina plays it short. And here's Lopez. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Baina. Baina! Araujo is there and he can get that clear. João Neves. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's a nice ball. Now it's Cristiano. It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Howson. Howson shifted upfield. There will be a throw-in. And it's Cucurella. Baina. Pedri. Cucurella, and that's aimed into the middle. Danger averted for now. Baina laid out to the left flank. Cross to the back post. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Here it is, crossed in. Cleared away. João Cancelo, gently done. Vitinha. Araujo. Araujo played over towards the opposite flank. Pedro Neto. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Caresses it for... And the shot! And he should have made it 4.
Yeah, he can be proud of himself, the goalkeeper, for rescuing a perilous situation.
Deftly away. Here's Neto, shoots! And that's off target. Rodri. Pedri. Oh, good spread. Too much on that, it's gone out. Pedri. Fermin. Rodri. Fermin. cut it out. Bernardo Silva. Araujo. Bernardo Silva. Araujo. Up towards the front line. Mendes is onto it in a flash. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cucurella. Baina. Fermin. Rodri forwards and with intent. The message is clear, none shall pass. João Cancelo. Vitinha. Gonçalo Inácio. Mendes looking to add to his goal. Looks to the other side. And it's played forward. Ronaldo, and he's Cristiano Ronaldo! And yes, it's there! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Kubasi. Hausen. Pedri. Cucurella. Pedri. Araujo. Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. And he goes cross-field. Nuno Mendes. Mendes chips it through. Llorente. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Vitinha moved on forwards. And it's Lopez. And here's Oyarzabal. Cucurella.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Baina. Oh, it's played into the area. Shot a goal! And that is faded wide.
Spain are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
And back to the goalkeeper.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Pedro Neto. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Araujo. Gonçalo Inácio. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Can he deliver? Now the ball in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. João Neves. Bernardo Silva. João Neves. And it's lofted through here. Chance, surely! Oh, taken with style! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Portugal are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Yamal. It's run loose here. Vitinha.
Portugal look very much like they've got to that time where it's all about closing this one out. Just take the sting out of the opposition.
Portugal have somehow to break through, though. João Cancelo shifted upfield. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Vermin. Cucurella, that's an imaginative pass. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Cucurella. And here's Baina. Pedri. Mikel Oyarzabal, spread out to the left. Araujo can get it clear. Vermin! Oh, denied at the last.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Gonzalo Inacio. João Neves. Araujo, aim forwards. Pedri. And he's picked out the run. Brilliantly cut out. That's really well manoeuvred. Gonzalo Inacio. Nuno Mendes. Bernardo Silva. Baina wins the duel this time. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Yamal. And it's Lopez. Llorente. Pedri. Baina. Rodri. Played out to the right. Llorente elects to cross. Baina goes short. Cross goes in there. It's a mighty effort. No joy, but a decent try. Oh, nice touch. Bernardo Silva. A chance to play it in. Looking to go deep. Oh, it's come loose. Oyarzábal proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Baina, now he's off and running. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedri. Now it's Oyarzábal. Baina. Cucurella. Oh, he's in there! Can he stop it going out? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Llorente. Rodri. Played out wide. And here's Yamal. Llorente gets into a good position. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Oyarzábal. Picks it up out wide. Not much subtlety about that challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Proves too strong. Vermin. Moved on forwards. That looks a cracking ball. And here's Oyarzábal. João Neves, aim forwards. Gonzalo Inacio. Vitinha. João Neves, gently done. Now that's well seen too. Baina. Baina chooses to go cross-field. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Gonzalo Inacio. Pedro Neto. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, what a climb! Not the worst header in the world, but nothing comes of it. Pedri, and it's played forward, calmly anticipates. Pedro Neto, gently done. It's come to nothing. Cucurella. Rodri. Baina. And it's Lopez. Cucurella, and here's Baina. Baina looking to get on the end of this. He'll try to keep this alive. Baina. Well, that's a clever looking ball. Mendes with the clearance. Araujo getting this one clear. Pedri. Rodri. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's nice. Bruno Fernandes. Araujo, and he goes cross-field. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Chance for a shot!
Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Mendes tries to dink it through. Howson forwards and with intent. Cucurella. He is through here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Ferran Torres. Diogo Costa, long ball by the goalkeeper. João Cancelo, who has set up 2 goals. Played towards the other side. Mendes is onto it in a flash. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And he's there to get it away. Played into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal played through into space. Nice control. So who's he picking out? Oh, that...
Can he finish? He scores!
Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. Spain playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. Over to the left, and it's Mendes. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Ferran Torres. Bruno Fernandes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Llorente. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Fermin being hunted in packs.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
And back to the keeper they go. Araujo. Bernardo Silva. And it's Mendes. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Takes a shot! Ferran Torres has got himself a free kick. Ferran Torres. Cucurella shifted upfield. The most accurate pass. Vitinha moved on forwards. Nuno Mendes. That's a nicely shaped ball. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto laid out to the left flank. And that has been clubbed away. He's in, and Bernardo Silva! Oh, terrific save.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And a play for a throw. Great defending, strong and determined. Mikel Oyarzabal. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi, gently done. Rodri. Fermin. Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. Searching pass he's played there. And they've got rid. João Cancelo. Vitinha. Inacio, aim forwards. João Neves. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. And reclaimed it in a trice. Llorente. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Llorente. And it's Llorente. Now here's the delivery. That has been knocked clear. Mendes getting this one clear. Cucurella. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Real chance! Brought out the best in the keeper. And it's hoisted clear. He is just caressing the ball. Now it's Yamal.
And the shot!
Comfortable claim for the keeper. João Neves. João Cancelo. Throw in. Crunching tackle. Cucurella. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Ferran Torres. Yamal. Rodri. Llorente. Yamal. And here's Oyarzabal. Now it's Ferran Torres. João Neves cuts it out. Pedro Neto. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Se pueden nuestros espectadores que no pierdan de vista sus